Hello, ghouls and ghoulies. Welcome to Scary and Bizarre Short Stories. I'm your host, Larry Lee Roten. This is a horrid tale about monsters that live in the forests of Tennessee. These mountains are thick and dark and hide many things. I will warn you that this story may be true. This story is called The Haunted Woods. I stood watching the woods, feeling the weight of yesterday's encounter. A small boy had appeared at the edge of the woods, his figure barely distinguishable among the dense trees. He seemed no older than 12, and his presence was unexpected in this remote part of the mountain. No one lived closer to the forest boundaries than I did. As far as I knew, the woods were a vast forest untamed by man, a wilderness that offered nature's beauty or certain death. My life unraveled after I lost my job, the steady anchor that kept me grounded. Then came the loss of my home, the sanctuary that had sheltered me from life's many storms. Finally, the most devastating blow of all. Amy, my beloved wife, was gone. With nothing left to hold me back, I sought refuge in the deepest part of the Cherokee National Forest. I was born here in Johnson County and swore I'd never move back. But the forest solitude seemed to welcome me home, insisting that I stay. I found an old home at the edge of the forest. It was in rough shape and needed many repairs, but I thought it would keep me busy. Surprisingly, the agent sold it to me for $10, an unheard of sum for 5 acres and an old house. I wondered why this property was so cheap. As I pondered the mystery surrounding my new home, the image of the boy lingered in my mind. His presence raised questions and demanded answers. Who was he? What was he doing at the edge of the woods? And most importantly, why did the forest seem to hold secrets everyone else seemed eager to forget? I sat on the porch watching the woods. Hopefully, I would never see the boy again. But that wasn't the case. The next day, the boy reappeared. Intrigued, I walked toward the forest. The small boy stood smiling. "Who are you?" I asked. "And what are you doing in the forest? Do you live nearby?" He smiled. "No." "Where do you live? Where's your home?" "I have no home. The forest is my home," he replied. I pondered the situation. "You can't survive in this forest alone." "I know," he said. "How long have you been in the forest?" "Not long." "Come with me and we'll see about getting you some help," I said. "I don't need any help, just a place to live." I studied the situation. "Okay, I'll call social services and we'll see what I can do for you." "I feel weak. Can you help me out of the woods?" "Of course," I said, taking his hands. The moment he stepped out of the woods, he pushed me backward into the forest. I fell on my back. "Now," he said, "the woods are yours, and I'm free to leave this miserable place." Stunned and bewildered, I lay there, letting the truth of my new reality sink in. The forest seemed darker, and I saw things moving in the shadows. Chills ran down my spine as the growls became closer. The forest was not just a backdrop to my new home. It was a living, breathing entity with its own rules and mysteries. I realized the boy had been trapped, and I had taken his place in a twist of fate. "Be careful," the boy said. "There are monsters in here." He left, and I saw the real estate agent who had sold me the place waiting by the house. I realized why she sold me the home so cheaply. She was looking for a victim to replace the boy. I wondered what secrets the forest held and what my role was within its shadowy, tangled embrace. As I stood up and dusted myself off, I realized that the answers lay within the depths of the dark woods. I soon discovered I couldn't leave the forest. I was trapped. The only way I could escape my prison was to find someone else to release me from the curse. Take my hand and lead me from the edge of the forest. I've been here now for years, and I haven't aged a day. The boy I saw left the property with the real estate lady, and the house sits empty and deteriorates with age. I assume my life will continue, trapped in this miserable forest until an innocent soul takes my place. If only I could find someone. The boy was right. There are monsters in these woods, he had warned, his eyes wide with fear. Each day is a battle for survival, a constant vigil with the creatures lurking in the shadows. They hunt me with an unyielding determination, driven by insatiable hunger to devour. The woods are littered with the grim remains of those who came before me, bones scattered on the damp earth, a silent reminder of the fate waiting for the unlucky. I hide listening for any noise or a snap of a twig, a warning that they are near. Eventually, I assume, they'll find me, but I continue to survive. I must survive. I hope you enjoyed this story. The Cherokee National Forest borders their property, and I hear things in there that I shouldn't at night. However, if I ever see someone standing at the edge of the woods, looking at me, I'm moving. Thank you for visiting Scary and Bizarre Short Stories. Please subscribe and give this story a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. As always, thank you for visiting my channel.